Hello everyone, we're here with Aaron Hauptman of Triple G Farms, and we're going to talk a little bit about his experience that he's had with the new G5 Plus display that we're hoping to see in late fall and early spring of 2024. So Aaron, thanks a lot for being with us today.
Absolutely.
Before we jump into your experience with the G5, can you give us a little background about you and your operation and crop mix, just anything that would be helpful for our audience to understand?
Yeah, we are located in southeast Nebraska, about 15-20 miles south of Omaha area. Row crop, corn, soybeans.
If we look back a few years, you've been somewhat of a pioneer or an early adopter of technology. So give us a little feedback on just the technology journey that you've been on with Triple G Farms, and where are you at and where do you see it going?
I mean, we're so integrated with technology. It's just amazing. It's come from so far away to where we are now, and it's changing so fast. Early adopters with the Green Star 2 monitors, which seem ancient nowadays, but we're using MCRs with shared coverage early on, RTK before it was really big. A lot to do with the mapping and kind of a growth with the yield incorporation with the mapping and kind of soil sample and analysis with that too. Now we're running Gen 4s and we're incorporating the G5s as well as that. But if you were to ask me, 10, 15 years ago, where we are now, it would be a totally different answer, how fast it's changing.
Let's talk meat and potatoes here. You were an early adopter of the G5 Plus display and had the opportunity to run that this spring. So a lot of feature changes from processing speed to the HD display. Maybe give us a little background or feedback on what your experience was just with how you interacted with the display and what you liked about it.
First thing you see is obviously the size comparable difference. It's much larger in size. And the first thing I did was load in my new page layouts and stuff like that. And I always keep those in the back of my, saved in my phone from previous seasons, just to have everything for all the guys, all the operators, everything's consistent. So all the run pages and the layouts are similar in functionality, and ease of use ultimately is what I'm going for. But I basically had to take those pictures and those files from the previous years on the Gen 4 and throw them out the door, because all that was totally changed with the G5 in a good way. You had so much more room and so much more real estate to put. I condensed, I think it was 5 run pages down to 3 with room to spare. So your real estate room is greatly increased. And the second thing I noticed while just building the run pages is the processing speed. It seems so much quicker. I was a little hesitant just because it was such a larger screen. If we could get everything I needed on one page, it was almost possible, but I also need multiple screens because I was running a tractor Gen 4 as well. So kind of have 3 screens, and I wanted to kind of spread it out in the most functional way possible, and the G5 allowed me to do that.
And as far as transferring data wirelessly or wireless data transfer, did you see anything better or improved in terms of how quick the data came from the display to the operations center?
It's almost in real time. I mean, I could look on my phone on my operations center mobile app, and I can see it was a faster response time and transfer time with the G5 compared to a Gen 4. And we actually ran a Gen 4 on a planter in the same field, shared coverage with the G5, and I was seeing the G5's planter data coming in faster than the Gen 4's planter data. So that file transfer, I mean, there's hardly any lag time. It's almost instantaneous.
If you're interested in running a G5 display in spring of 2024, contact an AgriVision Equipment sales representative. To view additional videos in our Precision Ag series, visit agrivisionequipment.com.